appropriate 21st century topic related to accounting and taxation area, especially in commerce and management area of higher education and research. I'm sure that I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, coming back to this conference. This conference is organized jointly by Indian Academic Researcher Association, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, and Srinivas University, Mangalore, Karnataka, India. As you know, Indian Academic Researchers Association is a national, professional, and non-profit organization with the objective of contributing to science and social science by promoting research and development coordination between researchers and academicians working in educational institutions. And this is a trust publishing 4 scholarly journals. Also, identifying and recognizing researchers, organizing joint workshops and conferences. As per my information, Dr. C. Paramasivan, a senior academician and researcher, is the president of IARA. Dr. Pranam Dhar from West Bengal is the All India General Secretary of IARA. Dr. Badiuddin Ahmad, Vice President of IARA, he is also with us, and Dr. Krishna Kumar, Professor of Commerce and Management, Periyar University. He is the head of the division, and he is All India Treasurer of this association. Coming to the members who have contributed to this conference. So definitely I should highlight their contribution, their name in this my keynote speech before I start the technical speech in the name of keynote speech about the theme of the conference. So Dr. C. Paramasivan, the President of IARA, Dr. Pranam Dhar, All India General Secretary of IARA, and Dr. Halim, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, is the special invitee, and he is going to give a special lecture on the theme of the conference. Dr. S.S. Jayaraj from Gunski University, China, is also a special invitee of the conference. Dr. Sanjay Sinde would be the chair of the sessions. Dr. P.K. Paul from Raiganj University as well as Srinivas University is the special guest of this conference. And as per the leaflet, they have divided the technical sessions into 4 areas. And finally, Dr. K. Krishna Kumar, the All India Treasurer of IARA, will thank everyone. Now coming to the topic or title of the conference. So this is about innovations in accounting and taxation in a digital and information communication technology era. The most appropriate name given or topic identified for 21st century. So in this, there is a special address and 2 felicitation addresses, then 4 technical sessions by 4 chaired by 4 chairpersons, and many contributed papers. As we know, opportunities for new thinking, new knowledge, and new interpretation through research is very important in all areas of science, technology, arts, commerce, etc. So impact on digitization and information communication and computation technology and their underlying technologies on account and taxation are giving us many new topics for research. Though I am not an expert in accounting and taxation, my field is science and technology, but definitely we can think out of the box in any area using our knowledge from other areas. So thinking out of the box and giving many research ideas to the researchers of accounting and taxation is the responsibility of all senior researchers. And I have also found a topic while developing our self-study report for NAC accreditation. We found a new opportunity to develop an internal virtual auditing system, internal virtual accounting system, in order to showcase the performance as well as the productivity of the employees of various divisions of an organization internally. So there can be many financial transactions or the finance asset-based transactions between different departments of an organization or different subsidiaries of a multinational organization, which need not be counted or considered in the balance sheet, where the balance sheet represents the overall business or turnover of the organization, and accordingly the organization has to pay the tax for local government. So in this internal virtual accounting system, we can showcase the organizational performance by showing the virtual transactions between different departments or divisions of the organization. I will come to that point a little later. But before that, in the 21st century accounting and taxation system, we speak about digitization of accounting and then the use of ICCT technology in accounting and taxation, so that we can avoid a lot of fraudulent accounts and transactions related to taxations. So before going to the complex area of accounting and taxation and how it can be simplified using ICCT technologies, I would like to just consider the advantages of digitization in accounting. I have identified 8 advantages which are based on common sense. The first one is time saving. So we can save a lot of time, and time is now considered as a very important resource. Earlier, time is considered as an enabler to develop or to earn resources. But now time is also a resource which cannot be earned. So time is limited for everyone. So time saving is very, very important requirement in any kind of activities, including accounting and taxation, or such professionals. Then paperless accounting and taxation has many more advantages compared to paper-based accounting and transaction. And nowadays, we are worried about sustainability, green environment, where if we can save papers, which is equivalent to saving many plantations, more organized. Digital accounting is more organized than our paper-based accounting, physical accounting. Then error prevention by using computers is another added advantage. Ubiquitous usage of this accounting and their applications from any corner of the world at any time, any amount of time is another advantage of digital accounting and taxation systems. Then legal certainty and compliances of various requirements at organizational level, individual level, and government level is also simplified and easy. Then cost saving is automatic in this, or to immune based on by adding additional features or additional schedules are also advantage of digital accounting systems. Now coming to the next part, I will take only 10 minutes totally. I think I have spent 10 minutes, another 5 minutes I will take. The impact of digitization and ICCT underlying technology accounts. So this automation will make the system error-free and also immune for any kind of modifications at the different stages unless it is authorized. So the second technology called blockchain technology is a boon to accounting and taxation systems, like any other industries in this business society. So blockchain technology is a record-keeping technology designed to make it impossible to hack the system or forge the data stored on it, thereby making it secure and immutable. So we can solve all corruptions in the society by using blockchain technology in many areas, including accounting and taxation. So in future days, use of digital currency will again support for this digitization of accounting and taxation. And this spreading of digital currency and acceptance of digital currency is so fast that by 2050, this physical currency will vanish completely for all physical transactions, and you can see the physical currency only in exhibition centers. Blockchain technology is a type of distributed ledger technology, a digital system for recording transactions and related data in multiple places at the same time, so that our researchers will get many new opportunities, new research problems in accounting and taxation based on use of blockchain technology. So you can study, analyze, and predict future changes in accounting and taxation based on artificial intelligence as well as blockchain technology, which is a very big research area, and implementation of such a technology-based processes in accounting and taxation will make accounting and taxation fraud-free or immune to any kind of fraud or modifications, unauthorized modifications. So this blockchain is in accounting is an accounting technology, also can control the transfer of ownership of assets and maintaining a ledger of accurate financial information. The accounting profession is broadly concerned with the measurement and communication of financial information and the analysis of said information. Usually it identifies fraudulent transactions. Similarly, blockchain would be used in taxing. A tax administration could access information on all transactions that trigger VAT payment, GST payments, etc. The use of an authorized private block would mean that only the relevant tax administration could assess and change the information. So identifies willful and intentional falsified information on a tax return to limit the amount of tax by means of blockchain technology. So this is end of it. Now I will go to the second part of a new accounting system proposal where you can do a lot of research. And this system proposal is useful for a organization and multinational organizations for internal accounting purpose. Internal virtual financial transactions happens between two or more departments or divisions of a single organization. There is no impact on cash flow, even though there is a resource transfer either in a tangible format or intangible format in the form of physical products or intangible services. So internal transfer pricing is also a keyword for this kind of system, where it is an accounting practice that allows for pricing transactions internally within business and between subsidiaries that operate under common control or ownership. So that other than the general 5 stages of accounting cycle and how you can see this internal virtual accounting system out of them. Like for financial transactions, we can see virtual financial transactions in internal virtual accounting system. For journal entry, we can see the virtual journal entries. Posting to the ledger can be equated with under separate sections in balance sheet or in ledgers, and trial balance period can be also seen virtually. Then reporting period with the financial reporting and auditing can be also shown through virtual transactions, but there need not be any tax to be paid to the local government due to the non showcasing the internal transfer and usage of assets in your regular balance sheet. So accounting monetary worth of assets transferred between different departments or subsidiaries of an organization or multinational organization respectively can be shown under internal virtual accounting system. For example, where this information technology department, computer and information technology department develops a software by using its faculty members and students, and it will sell that software internally to the library of that university, and the library, and this transaction can be accounted virtually as internal transaction, and the cost of that software can be shown in the internal accounting system, and the library can show that it has paid that money to purchase this software to that department, so that the department which has developed the software can show that it is the earning of that department through their consultancy, and the library can show that it's a spending of purchasing a software from another internal department of that university. So like this, a new kind of accounting should be developed to showcase the productivity as well as performance of the individuals in a department, and their support in terms of the pricing or the cost of the product to other departments. And such internal virtual accounts can be shown as the organizational productivity or performance, and should be counted as an additional annexure or a separate schedule in the balance sheet. So our researchers in accounting and accounting especially should think of this kind of schedules and new accounting, virtual accountings within the organization or within the subsidiaries of various organizations, so that the internal productivity of the organization of different departments or the divisions can be accounted systematically, and such people who have produced virtual or real products or services should be identified and some kind of pricing or felicitation should be provided. So this is my view, and I'm sure that many of our auditing experts, accounting experts will think on these lines, and they will provide better insight into this model. So with this, I thank the organizer for providing an opportunity. I'm sure that there are many more invited talks and contributed talks, and these talks will really highlight. They should show light on new practices, new research in accounting and taxation. There are two types of researchers. One is creating new knowledge. Second one is providing new interpretation on existing knowledge to come out with the new session. So with this, I thank everyone on behalf of Srinivas University, Mangalore, and on behalf of our collaborator, Indian Academic Research Association. So today I became the fellow member of this organization, so that I should be belonging to both the organizations. Thank you, everyone. Please proceed further.
Pranam sir, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Professor P.S. Aithal, Sri Ramana, and I was wondering. At first, he says that I do not belong to the accounting background, but he said that we have the habit of out of box thinking approach. So this justifies why Professor Aital is a honorable vice chancellor of a very eminent university. And this also justifies his out of box thinking not only as the vice chancellor, as the highest administrator, but also as a researcher. He started with the normal things, that is accounting and recording, then came to the new developments like blockchain, cryptocurrency, digital currencies, and many things. And lastly, he acted as a researcher, and he much knowingly and unknowingly both related the accounting, accounting research, and the NAC based practices. That is the category 6, where it is said that some innovative practices is needed. And he also related his thinking, both individual and institutional thinking, with the category 4. That is, you must create some asset. You must price your assets, your liabilities as it is, and do not go for falsification of accounts. You must maintain ethical accounting practices. So, although you're not being an accountant, Sir talked very much on accounting policies, accounting conventions, accounting norms, accounting standards, and also innovations in accounting. So this should be the role of an administrator, and we feel proud that not only the honorable vice chancellor but also a very eminent researcher, really this topic, internal virtual accounting, will move the budding researchers in accounting. So far, I believe, being the teacher of and researcher of accounting for more than 26 years, and I have only supervised 24 PhDs awarded, but I really felt myself ashamed that we don't have any knowledge in comparison with Professor P.S. Aithal. What a presentation! Really amazed, and I think the August gathering present here also will justify how a person become a vice chancellor, how he maintains sustainability. Sustainability is not a word only for usage. If we think about Dr. Paramasivan as the left hand of Madurga, we also can think of Professor P.S. Aithal as the right hand of Madurga, and the other hands are made up of Professor Krishna Kumar, Professor Pranantos Kumar Pal, Professor Tamil Rasu, Professor Badiuddin Ahmed, and many more. And rest, the hands we do not show but do not see but imagine, are the researchers. With this strength, Professor Paramasivan sir said that we have no ego. Yes, IAR is proud of the fact that we have no ego. We only disseminate knowledge. We only enhance knowledge. We only welcome the people with good knowledge. And really, whatever you talk about the projects, really from my core of my heart, I'm saying that forget about the UGC project, ICSSR project, DST project, TISS project, and many more. If you think and rethink these types of themes really propounded by Professor Aithal will be well accepted in any corner of the world who are only based on standards, based on conventions. They will also become compelled to make out of box thinking. So wonderful deliberation, Professor Aithal. I express my heartfelt regards and gratitude to you from my own behalf and on behalf of IARA. And I think the people present here, like I forgot to take now name of Dr. Sanjay Kumar Sinde, very sorry. He is also part and parcel of our organization. So I think the people present here will be very happy that this World Cup football, you will be wondering why I am saying about World Cup football. This is an international conference. Or if you call it World Cup cricket, it started with a goal by Messi in the name of Professor Aithal, or a huge six by Virat Kohli in the name of Professor Aithal. So, in all the ways, sir, please don't mind. These are the really lighter words, but we feel grateful to you that you enlightened the whole audience in a different way, and that set the path for the real outcomes to be brought from this international platform. Thank you so much. And again, I express my heartfelt regards and gratitude on behalf of organizers to you. And I hand it over to Professor Paramasivan for continuance of the conference. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, for your wonderful presentation. Thank you, Dr. Pranam sir, for your effective and valid feedback about the presentation of Dr. Patel sir, Vice Chancellor sir. So really, it is one of the very good interaction and presentation in this international conference. Now I invite Dr. Halim, Senior Lecturer, Department of Accountancy and Finance, Faculty of Management and Commerce, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, to offer a felicitation address in this conference. Welcome, sir. Halim, sir, is presenting.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
No, sir, your voice is not audible. Halim, sir, you muted your audio, sir. So please unmute. So your presentation, it shows it is unmute. Sorry, your presentation is muted, sir.
I think Windows send a message, through the message box, chat box. You can.
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
Maybe setting problem. He's not muted. Maybe settings problem.
Okay, no issue, sir. Please, sir, please, you can present the next. No issue. You correct it, sir. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Now it's okay.
First, I would like to say I am not preparing any presentation PPT. I will express my thoughts regarding this conference orally. Whatever I can, maximum I will utilize. So, respected Chief Guest, Dr. Pranam Dar, University of West Bengal, Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, Dr. Aital, and Halim Atham, Senior Lecturer from Sri Lankan University, and other dignitaries present here today. A warm good evening to one and all. On behalf of the Indian Academic Researchers Association, in association with Srinivas University, Mangalore, in the state of Karnataka, and I would like to share few words about our conference which is going on. The first, I would thank the President of IARA, Dr. Paramasivam sir, clearly presented and introduced our chief guest of this program today. I appreciate. The first thing, Dr. Pranab Dar, Professor, University of West Bengal, delivered and presented a double entry bookkeeping. That means delivered thematic address regarding ICT in accounting process. The first, I would like to thank you, Sir Pranam Dar, for delivered his speech. Followed by the Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, Mangalore, in the state of Karnataka, Dr. Aital, presented through the PPT, or present is in slide, regarding fraudulent activities, particularly in the area of accounting, taxation, and auditing. The digitalization, which would helps to the organization, helps to the government to reduce fraudulent activities, particularly in the area of preparing financial reporting. I thank Sir Dr. Aital for presenting their delivery, and this international conference, virtual conference on accounting and taxation in digital and ICT era, a fruitful meeting ground for the research scholars, faculty members, academicians, and students. It is an effective platform to share their vast knowledge, thoughts, and ideas, whatever they have an idea, particularly in the area of digitalization in accounting and auditing, accounting and taxation. It's a nice platform to express their view, to share their ideas, to enhance their research knowledge. So in this way, we would like to, our Indian Academic Research Association, for providing this opportunity to the young researchers. The students, those who are going to engage in the research activities, those who are working in an academician in the various fields other than teaching, and also useful to the government, particularly the policy makers. This is why I am using the word, it is an effective platform or channel our association organizing to the young researchers. Most important is organizers of the conference deserve the organizing spirit of this international virtual conference. This one-day conference gave us a lot of information, insights, awareness, and knowledge about accounting and taxation in a digital and ICT era. Information communication technology, the last 2 decades, we have been using as well. When it introduced the digitalization, fraudulent way of activities will be minimized. Fraudulent activities will be minimized because of paperless work. Impossible. This is why the digitalization helps to the organization as well as government policy makers. So a lot of information, insights, awareness, and knowledge we could benefit because of this conference, virtual conference. How does this digitalization affect particularly in accounting and auditing field? It helps the accountant, the professional accountant, or one who is keeping the bookkeeping, maintaining the bookkeeping, to use their insights and skill to interpret the system generated data better. System generated error will be minimized. Fraud can be reduced. Fraud can be eliminated because of digitalization. Error is human nature. We will do some mistakes or error at the time of recording the business transaction or journalize the transaction or posting the journalize or journal entries to the individual ledger accounts, or at the time of prepare trial balance. With the help of trial balance, while prepare financial statements, we will do the mistake. It's common. To avoid this repetitive work, to avoid mistakes, digitalization helps to us, helps to the organization, helps to an individual. A better financial planning and financial reporting can be done because of this digitalization. So this is why I am telling, I use the word CAAT. An auditor will use at the time of checking their transactions, year-end transaction, with the help of auditing software. While testing the transactions, the first an auditor will focus system control. Because of lack of system control, the control risk will be increased. The first an auditor will check whether an organization established or having internal control policy and procedures or not. If it is too strong, automatically the fraudulent activities or errors will be minimized. So an auditor the first time will check control system. If the control system is genuine, automatically the financial statements would become without any error and mistakes or material misstatements. In this way, an auditor will draw the conclusion about the financial statements, whether the financial statements prepared with materially misstated or not. Now we could able to understand clearly, we could able to observe clearly how the digitalization or technology helps to us, particularly in the area of accounting and taxation. It's a very good, interesting topic. When Dr. Paramasivam sir told me, when I approached me, the topic was really interesting topic. Very useful topic to all academicians, all researchers, and all policymakers. In this way, the digitalization helps to the accounting field also. For example, digitalization, that means manual work replaced by digitalization. So we could able to save the time as well, improve our efficiency, for instance, productivity. Data accuracy can be because of this digitalization. Scalability also possible. The digitalization leads to enhanced security system. Data can be saved. In the manual system cannot be like that. So the same like an auditor will use audit software, that already I explained as well. So these are the benefits or advantages or practical impact of ICT or digitalization, particularly in the area of accounting and taxation. Finally, I would like to congratulate, or I would like to congratulate those who are going to winners of this conference. Finally, let me thank all the distinguished guests. What I said, the one by one, Dr. Pranav Darsa, Professor of West Bengal University, Dr. Aithal, Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, Mangalore in the state of Karnataka, and Dr. Halim Atham, Senior Lecturer. Unfortunately, due to the small mistakes, he does not deliver his speech as well. All the distinguished guests, once again, and faculty members, academicians, research scholars, whose dynamism you will witness in this conference. Finally, I would like to thank Dr. Paramasivam Sir, the President of IARA, for giving this opportunity to deliver felicitation address in this conference. I really honor and appreciate Sir Dr. Paramasivam for providing this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Joyraj, and for your enriching lecture in the field of development of ICT in accounting and taxation. It really reminds us to a famous quote. Once it was said in 1990s or in end 2000, it was said that Silicon Valley,
Yes,
a
sir.
famous place we all know in USA for developing software, is made up of ICs. that is Indians and Chinese, not the integrated circuit. Professor Pranatos Kumar Pal will say that it is integrated circuit. I say no. This IC means Indians and Chinese. So that platform has been made fruitful by Paramasivan sir by the inclusion of Professor Jairaj, his valuable comments, Professor Aithal, Professor Pranatos Kumar Pal, Professor Ahmed, and many more. And especially Professor Jairaj was talking about computer-assisted auditing techniques. He is representing a eminent university of China. So we can take it as the words of China. China is a developed country in the field of accounting and finance. And previously we have listened to Professor Aithal, Honorable Vice Chancellor of University Bangalore. We can very much relate how the world is thinking. And that's why these types of international conferences are organized. This is the real objective, to bridge the thinking amongst the many countries of the world. So whatever is told by Professor Jairaj was extempore, not with the help of any PowerPoint presentation or anything, but whatever is tried to put stress upon was, if we are able to manage ICT, information and communication, and computational technology properly, we are able to manage unethical practices in accounting, unethical practices in taxation, and also very well said by Professor Aithal, I am compelled to repeat it more and more, that is, with the help of blockchain technology properly, with the help of usage of technology properly, we are able to prevent money laundering, terror financing, and many other unethical practices in accounting as well as in taxation. So wonderfully explained by Professor Jairaj. We express our heartfelt regards and gratitude to Professor Jairaj from China and a very eminent University of China. And definitely his words should be the words of all the academicians, all the professionals, and above all the policy makers. And this type of out-of-box thinking will lead to the success of these kind of conferences. Once again, heartfelt regards and gratitude to Professor Jairaj. And again, heartfelt regards and gratitude to Professor Halim. Technology can be a hindrance. There may be technological flaw, technological error, but the thinking has no end. Maybe in this platform he was not able to present due to technical error, but he may be dealing with he has dealt with all the papers, reviewed all the papers, he will be reviewing the full papers, and along with others, Professor Pal and Professor Ahmed, Professor Dr. Shailashri Bhiti, Dr. Sanjay Shinde, Dr. Amit Menges, and not last not but not the least, Professor Krishna Kumar, and also our very able captain, Professor C. Paramasivan sir, will be able to deal with all the new thinking by the researchers in the forthcoming sessions. And definitely, I also welcome all the resource person to felicitate now for their felicitation address, and also all the chairpersons of the 4 technical sessions. And it's over to Professor Paramasivan sir for the furtherance. Thank you so much, Professor Jairaj, once again.
Thank you, sir.
On behalf of the organizers.
Thank you, Professor Jairaj sir and Dr. Pranam sir. Now I invite Dr. A. Halim, Senior Lecturer, Department of Accounting and Accountancy and Finance from Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, to give a special address. Welcome, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. Good evening to you.
A very good evening, sir.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Aidal, and Dr. C. Paramasivan, All Indian Presidents, IARE, and Dr. Pranam, Professor and Head, All Indian General Secretary, IARE, And Dr. S.S. Jayaraj, Faculty of Accounting and Finance, PR Gina, and Dr. P.K. Paul, and Dr. Badruddin Ahmed, Dr. Shaila Sharifiti, Dr.
Can you got a problem with this audio?
Is it okay?
Sir, again you are not audible.
Is it audible?
No, it is not audible.
No, now it's okay, sir. Now it's okay.
Now you are audible, sir. Please continue.
Okay, thank you. So this is today the thank you for giving me opportunities, Dr. C. Paramasivan, and on your conference, international conference. So this is the good topic, emerging role in account of digitalization ICT, especially in accounting and
Sir, excuse
taxation.
me.
Yeah.
Sir, excuse me. You have to mute from your side. I think some echo is coming. Echo is coming.
You can mute any one of the system, please.
Yeah.
Sir is using two systems, it seems that creating problem.
That's what
Because it's going here.
Yes. Halim Sai shut down one of the systems. You're there in the two systems.
two system I'm having.
Yeah, just mute one system, please.
You close one system and can carry with some other system, which is working very well.
All right. Is it all right?
Fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, the emerging technologies, especially ICT and other technologies which are available in the world, especially in accounting and taxation, giving a major role. Not only during this COVID period, what happened, all the industries, most of the industries were in a position to shut down. And accounting professional, other professional also lifted to some other professionals. But the accounting professional was living and making the challenge because of this technology supported. Now, mostly the accounting and taxation's role handled by the accountant and consultant, CFO, regulator, tax agencies, those are playing a big role in the accounting and taxations. And this advanced digitalizations has changed with the combinations of internet technologies and smart technology, which result the new fundamental paradigm shift in industrialization, which is the benefit to the world. And the world now become a one village where we can use our accounting and taxations, through which we will be able to trade internationally. What is technology driving massive changes and challenging? For example, it's increasing transparency of level of information, accuracy of its tracking. For example, the inventory tracking and customers record trackings, suppliers trackings, and permanent registry, for example, web registration, GST registrations like that. And reduction of processing cost of mega data. For example, the big data is giving big role in this accounting professional accounting words. And also it's giving the increase of the public confidence level in the results of the audit and the tax, for example. what is happening? If the system is allowed the public to post their transactions, to register themselves, and automatically there is evidence. It says how they are in line with these digitalizations. In addition to that, the digitalizations give more advantages, automations, accuracy, data security, speed, cost effective, functionality, user friendly, expansion of capabilities, even it's possible integrations with the other platform, other softwares, and the full visibility of transaction, real time, self-saving reportings, even for managers or CFO, they can directly see the reports while they're flying, while they're traveling, and managing reporting for values. The reportings now become the values to the shareholders and the new investors like that. So there are more advantages for that. And the smart and the digital technologies are giving the more added value to this transaction processing system, TPS. And also the physical period ending accounting closes, because in a manually, if we are going to close our accounts, it takes time, at least sometime 1 month. We have observed traditionally for banks, they took more times. Every day they have taken overtime. But when this comes, the smart technologies comes here in this era, what is happening? Within a second, within a few minutes, the account can be closed. So we will be able to get monthly, quarterly, and fiscal year-end reports. Not only that, even the BPO, it's supporting through the technology. Many corporate firms giving their tasks to other small industries, small businesses, in order to perform that BPO activities. And finally, there are regulatory filings. For example, if the clients wanted to register in tax forms, very easily the form is available in the mobile phone or in desktop, whatever the device the public use. Very simply, they will be able to register. And the new technologies in accounting, in addition to this, Vice Chancellor explained, very wonderful explanations was given. So there are some technologies are available: ERP, cloud accounting, artificial intelligence, big data, mobile technology, cyber security, and blockchains. When I take these opportunities for explain the ERP system is a modern and the well advanced technologies used in the accounting. For example, the ERP is taking the role as a centralized database system, which is currently used for integrating all functional department or functional unit together, one unit or one major database system, through which all the functional units or functional department can access the data. So which facilitate all the department to work quickly, speedily, timely, accurately. So this is the facilitation is provided by this ERP solution. So the ERP solution can be categorized into two ways. One is a co-ERP component, and second one, extended ERP component. When we take this co-ERP component, for our organizations, what are the main components are important to run the organization, which are called co-ERP component. It's for accounting and finance, production and material management, human resource, which are always used by the all organizations. So it's called the core ERP component. In addition to that, if any organizations want some extended applications, for example, they want the business intelligence systems to analyze the data, or they wanted to maintain their customer relations, so CRM is supporting. supply chain management, e-business. So these are called as extended ERP. So these two components are facilitating the accountings in a simplified way to process and posting the transaction, and finally producing the report, which will be helpful to the managers to take decisions very quickly, and comprehensive decisions can be taken. When we compare this vendor in the world, who are the main suppliers? For example, the Microsoft, which is having 31.5% shares in the world. And the next to that, the SAP, it's taking the 11.8%. And of course, the Delta, Surge, Oracle, Workday, and Epico. So these are the other leading software, leading vendors who are supplying these ERP solutions. Statistically, the ERP market share is valued at 50.57 billion in 2021. But this is expected to 123.41 billion in 2030. But the annual growth is recorded 10.7% from 2022 to 2030. What are the risks when we implementing ERP solutions to an organization to maintain the accounts? One is it is very expensive, sometimes millions of dollars, and time consuming to implement. It may take some months to year. And great risk for organizations, sometimes the transformation times may be different. And transformations of knowledge for these IT technical people, IT experts people are very important. And acceptance with their company, the people sometimes maybe accept or reject it. And some benefits already highlighted.
Others, please stop sharing. Please don't disturb the speaker. Please let him speak.
Sorry?
Talking to others, they're presenting something else, so it is distorting you. So others, I request you don't share. Please let the speaker speak and present.
Mr. Nanjundasamy. Mr. Nanjundasamy.
Is there any echo? It's coming?
Yeah. Some person, Nanjundasamy is coming inside. He is disturbing you. Professor Paramasivan, kindly request them, please.
Okay, sir. No issue. You carry on, sir. He muted. But your voice is not audible, sir. Halim, sir?
Oh, he is getting confused because in between this gentleman has joined.
Sir, switch on your mic, please. Professor Halim, switch on your mic, please.
Now I don't know. In my, for example, in my laptop, it's interrupting. So I'm using my mobile phone.
Okay. Now you are audible. It's okay. You can carry on. You can carry on.
Shall I continue?
You are audible, continue.
Yeah. Thank you. Right, and the shortened times, sustained involvement, and the commitment of the top management, reduce stocks to minimum level. So, for example, we can practice just-in-time systems and improve productive quality and provide more reliable delivery dates and higher saves to this customer. Efficiently coordinate the global demand and supply and productions. So the second one, cloud accounting. Nowadays, the SME is facing difficulties to how to accommodate accounting software. Sometimes some software may have this higher cost, and there's a lot of procedures to implement it. But for that, the cloud accounting giving the solutions. Under the cloud computing, so one of the major components is the cloud accounting, where we can have these services from the vendors, those who are having the cloud facilities. For example, Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, IBM Clouds, which are providing these cloud accounting solutions. So where we can have the different type of services. For example, infrastructure as a services and platform as service, software as a service. When I consider the first one, infrastructure as a service, we can get this storage and the power, processing power. In addition to that, second one, the platform, where we can host tailor-made solution. And for example, we can have the databases, resources, and different languages we can hire. Finally, the software is a very important part for the SME, and not only for SME, even for corporate companies. So they can rendering access for the software. For example, if the companies want to ERP solution, even they can connect with the cloud computing, where they can get this ERP solutions. So because of that, most of the traditional business was running their accounting solution with the server or workstations. The second one is the best web-based accounting. This is the best solutions nowadays the many companies are using. And these are the benefits the company can enjoy. For example, real-time information updates and automatic software updates. We don't want to depend on ourselves. So this software providers can automatically update this. And artificial intelligence, AI is having the biggest role in the accounting, especially for processing the transaction, analyzing the data, analyze the output. Even based on this output, we will be able to take the decision. For example, investment decision. The decision is already okay. So this is giving the calculation indices. And the next one is the big data. The big data is nowadays is a very useful data platform, where the many companies use to analyze the data. If the corporate companies are having some most number of customers records, even invoices and data, so which will be useful for analyzing the data, and based on that, we will be able to compete in the market. And there are more opportunities are given by this big data. For example, widespread of adoption of the data analysis tool. This will help to improve internal operations. Not only that, it will build the revenue, it will increase the revenue, and it will help the financial accountants, for example, better analysis, and help to use the data from different sources, detecting potential fraud, and reduce losses and risk, improve the accounting information quality. And the blockchain, it was well explained by our Vice Chancellor. Right, there are a lot of examples given by this Vice Chancellor. For example, the blockchain is having the three parts, the major three parts are there. One is about the transactions, date, time, and the values are stored. And the second one, the participating people in the transaction, who are the people are participating in the entire platforms. And also it is distinguishing the from the other blocks. There are blocks are connected or integrated. So it will be the distinct ICs. And there are main features are there from this blockchain, especially veracity. Multiple copies will be produced, and the transparency. It will be publicly available to the people, those who are in the network. Disintermediations, it is automatically disconnecting the mediations, directly communicate with the people, those who are in the blockchain's applications. And there are three major component of this blockchain is blockchain 1.0 is directly connecting these currencies. If you want to transfer the money or transactions through the transactions. Second one, the blockchain 2.0, it is a smart contract. We will be able to make the contract between these parties, suppliers and the customers. And blockchain 3 is the area of the government and the health. Even for example, blockchain voting system, the government can implement the voting system. And the tax income in India, for example, in 2020, right, the Indian net direct tax collections was 7.45 lakhs crore, and it's tracing 16.3% of the tax inflow during the same period a year ago. Net personal income tax collections grew 17.35%. It's rising faster than corporate income tax collections that were up 16.2% net of the refund. Security transaction tax, STT collections combined with the personal income tax is growing at the more than moderate 6.25. So why these indicators are showing here? The Indian tax income is growing because of the technologies used by the authority. Now the Indian firms are mostly used the software, which is facilitate all the industries, and there are improvement in the business. So therefore the government also applying this technology, especially in the tax system. But in the world, when we compare what are the advanced technologies used in the tax system, for example, in Europe, the real-time pay as you earn tax. This is the tax system is implemented in Europe, where, for example, it's called HMRC, through which the people can register and submit their VAT return also. The next to that, in South Asia, so that is for example, some countries using e-filing system, which facilitate to the citizen directly to register their tax form. In Malaysia, the e-filing is mandated to all the citizens, not only for the corporate companies, but also for the citizen. It's resulting 97% of the individual tax return being filed electronically. The same system was applied in Sri Lanka in 2020 period. The tax authority signed an agreement with a Malaysian company. They said the tax income will be 3 times in 3 years. According to that, the tax revenue increased, but unfortunately, the Sri Lanka is facing financial crisis. But compared to the Thailand, 40% of the corporate income tax returns and 70% of the personal income tax returns are filed electronically. And the new technologies, especially for the tax system, the ICT and these digital technologies, for example, big data, blockchains, biometrics, AI, which are giving some more important role in the system. For example, in Singapore, They have launched in 2014. Inland Revenue Authority started the text mining, text mining techniques in order to analyze tax income. In 2020, the Thailand launched mobile app, which used that blockchain to record and track the claims. And ADB also used that tax hub. This is for the Asian Pacific tax hub. So the member countries, they can enjoy this strategic policy dialogues, improve knowledge sharing, strengthening collaborations and coordination on tax policies. And the next one, some successful global example for tax collection in UK.
Sorry for the disturbance, Halim sir.
Yeah.
Sir, due to time constraints, please.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes only.
Because many resource person and paper percentages.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's only the final stage. I'm in the final stage.
Yeah, please, sir, please.
Okay, sir. He's making tax digital MTDK, which the UK government introduced, and the Gulf Cooperation Council also GCC VAT system. And Spain, it has launched a digital VAT reporting system also. But the Indian solutions for the automated tax system is called through this e-returns, e-registration, e-way bills, e-invoicing, QR codes were launched by the Indian government in order to collect and make the efficiency of this tax system. Finally, India has been the top technological development, so which is bring the new tax technology solutions to the country as well as to the region. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Paramasivan, for giving me the opportunities to have this presentation and to meet you all and share the knowledge and the experience. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Halim, for your wide experience and knowledge sharing regarding the theoretical aspects of the developments all over the world, not only the Sri Lanka, but also different parts of the world regarding blockchain, regarding use of new technologies, not only in accounting, but taxation. And we can take it as triple bottom line, again in a lighter note, because we have heard from developed country, China, Professor Jairaj. We have heard from developing economy, that is India. And we have also heard from Dr. Halim from emerging economy. We cannot call it underdeveloped, but it is emerging economy. So a new concept of triple bottom line came here, not people, profit and environment, but also in other terms, developing and emerging economy. We got views of all the resource persons from all three types of economies. Again, we express our heartfelt regards and gratitude to Dr. Halim for these words of expression, which disseminated knowledge regarding the new development happening in the field of accounting and finance with the help of ICT all over the world. We are running very short of time, so without wasting much time, I now hand it over to Professor Paramasivan sir for the next part of the international conference, especially when the technical sessions are concerned. Now it's over to Dr. Paramasivan sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Halim sir, for your nice presentation, and Dr. Pranamdar sir. Now I invite Dr. P.K. Paul, Chief Advisor, Research Planning and Innovation Program, Srinivas University, Mangalore, for his felicitation address.
So,
Bal sir?
Yes, sir. So, thank you, respected C. Paramasivan sir. Since we are running short of time, so I will take only 2 minutes, because my tag is felicitation address in this conference. So there are many speakers, including keynote, special, and paper presenter. They will express their things in this conference. Being the organizer of this conference, being the director of this international conference, it's really a great pleasure for me. And I express my sincere thanks to both the patrons of this international conference, Dr. C. Paramasivan, and also Chief Patron, Dr. C. Raghavendra Rao, who is the Chancellor of the Srinivas University, Karnataka. I express my sincere thanks to the Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, who is the patrons and all the registrar and all the office bearer of IARA. I express my sincere thanks to the Secretary of this IARA, Professor Poonam Dhar sir, for his support and different kind of other inputs for this international conference. Without him, it's impossible to conduct any kind of event. And obviously, Dr. C. Paramasivan sir. I express my sincere thanks to the advisory committee, the coordinators, Dr. Shaileshri madam, Dr. Sonia madam, Dr. Amit sir, Dr. Niaz, and all the international advisors and advisors of this international conference. It's really a great pleasure to listen to different thoughts and ideas regarding this international conference on accounting and digital and ICT era by our respected PS Aithal sir. He has discussed many things about the latest advancement of the technologies in information and communication technology, how these things are changing and what can be the future, how the currency may be changed and how can be the futuristic systems in the economy and digital economy. So we are already learned many things, and we learned many things from Dr. Halim, and also time by time Professor Dhar also input us different thoughts what is going on, and like Dr. S.S. Jairaj also giving us the felicitation address. So just a few words I want to add in addition to whatever the speaker said, because it's not the paper presentation or any presentation I have, being a organizer, just a felicitation address. That it's yes that we are in the age of cloud computing, we are in the age of Internet of Things, we are in the age of big data, where the lot of technologies are changing, like the cloud computing, cryptography, blockchain. In this context of the in the context of the digital economy, in the context of the accounting, in the context of the taxation, definitely the traditional information technologies like the database, network, web technologies, multimedia, they have replaced with the new ones like the blockchain, big data, which most of the speaker already discussed about. Few things we should remember that in my concern, that India is a developing one, and India and some other countries, because we have around 200 or kind of countries. So whatever the categories may be developed, developing, or developed. So whatever the categories may be, in digital divide is very important, because when you are talking about the cloud computing or IoT application in taxation, it may not be case from the Ethiopia. It may not be case from some of the other countries which are underdeveloped or not yet developed. So I think the researcher will also find out what are the challenges and issues in implementing the accounting and taxation in digital era. Like the funding may be a problem, as far as my opinion is concerned. Like planning may be a problem still in a country like India, because there are a lot of type of companies in India are there, like the private, public, or PPP. Then manpower definitely is an issue, because many people know the cloud computing, many people know the IoT, but they do not know the taxation basic part. So I see in my school days, many people were about the tele software. Okay. Then I thought that they know both the thing, computation and the accounting. But later I came to know that they only know the accounting part. So here the combination of the technology, means the information technology and accounting and related areas, is very much important, and their incorporation. And definitely these issues to be resolved by the researcher. I am sure this platform is very important platform for the paper presenter, and definitely IRA, what they do, they always do publish their work in the platform from their books and from their journal. They have different kind of peer review journal. I express my sincere thanks once again to all the audience, and good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, because many of friends are associated in this conference. They are watching in the YouTube also from Dubai and some other UAE countries. 2-3 my friends are watching from the USA. So definitely good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of you. I'm sure this next technical fourth session will give us different kind of inputs, and definitely I express my sincere thanks to the Srinivas University, their students, those who are watching through this Google Meet and also YouTube. My students from Raiganj University, where also I am associated. I am lucky because I am associated with IRA as a fellow. I am associated with the Raiganj University and also associated with the Srinivas University. So it's like a just as discussed Professor Raithal sir and as discussed Professor Pranam sir, that few years back you came to my physics university, Raiganj University, not Srinivas University, but it's due to COVID, it's not possible. But this platform surely enhance the knowledge and enhance the different thoughts of different, not only the accounting and taxation, but also the digital and ICT era. I extremely offer my gratitude to the whole IRA for offering the fellow position to our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir on this occasion. And last one thing I want to add, that the person who developed the Srinivas University or Srinivas Foundation, Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao, is one of the reputed, renowned accounting person in Karnataka and Mangalore itself. So it's definitely a good connection with this conference also. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, respected President IRA, Secretary, all the office bearers and Srinivas University officials on this August gathering. So what do you say?
Thank you so much, Dr. Paul. You really played the role of an organizer as well as a role of the real academician and researcher. We had certain brainstorming sentences which really expressed your zeal towards the accounting and taxation research through ICT. But as a whole, your thinking, your expression was very down to earth, which is another lesson to the budding researchers, how to be with the line and how to be with the ground. So thank you so much for your very heart-touchy words. You are doing a lot for the last few years. You are doing a lot in education and research. I know very well from West Bengal and from different parts of other parts of the country, India, and also different parts of the world. So we express our heartfelt regards and gratitude to Dr. Pal. In spite of all the physical limitations, virtually you are on. You have published lots of books, lots of research publications, and you are organizing different kinds of things. This also is another part of IARA, that we got so many academicians like you who are really engaged in disseminating the knowledge only for the sake of the society. So we express our heartfelt regards and gratitude to you also on behalf of the organizers. And thank you so much for your very lucid, very brief, but very pinpointed felicitation address. And now it's over to Dr. Paramasivan sir for the next part of the conference, that is the technical sessions. So it's over to Dr. Paramasivan sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Paul sir, for your connecting. You are the mediator in between the Srinivas University and Indian Academic Research Association for organizing this kind of wonderful international conference. Really, your felicitation will be very useful, and it will give more information for our academic excellence in future also. So thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Padhatin Ahmad, Professor and Head, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. He is the All India Vice President of Indian Academic Research Association. Apart from that, he is our well-wisher, he is our philosopher, he is our guide and mentor. Whenever we approach for any kind of academic deliberation and understanding, immediately he will consult. Really, we are very great, sir. So before his presentation, after his presentation, present your paper in strictly 5 minutes. Your paper only in 5 minutes. Now I invite Padhatin Ahmad sir to offer your technical session presentation.
Thank you so much, Professor Paramasivan. A very good evening and good morning and good afternoon to all the distinguished galaxy of eminent academicians and people from corporate who are part of the IARA. And it is really honored for me that I was asked to chair the session ICT and accounting of today's international conference. It is really indeed a great effort from Professor Paramda and Professor Parasivan. They've been right from the COVID sessions to COVID period to this time, they're constantly doing some of the activity for the benefit of the society. This is really admiring. Although I'm also part of the IRA, but the real credit goes to both Paramda and Parasivan sir for having taken all the interest and making sharing the knowledge, disseminating knowledge throughout the nation, but crossing the nations also now. This IARA has widened across the world now. So with this small remark, I'll just present a few things and for this my session, ICT and accounting. It's a really pleasure indeed. I'll start with few words that accounting, information, ICT. Information technology has changed the way that just about every industry functions, including accounting. Well, we might have not be able to afford in-house accountant. Technology makes it effective and easy to have the professional working on our business finances. And there are, those days, the traditional, the conventional, those days have gone where we used to have the accountants and after the era of this ICT, information communication technology has been into the picture, the whole scenario has been changed. Technology has made it possible to record information in real time, compile information from numerous sources and automate repetitive tasks. This has allowed accounting professionals to focus more on giving financial advice and monitoring performances. At the same time, IT development have helped companies save time, reduce errors, and make better financial decisions. There are a few aspects which I need to focus on why this has been important. This has become getting more important. ICT in accounting, that it has the instant access to business information. It has business software advancements, mobility and reduced travel time, bank information accessibility, document scanning and signing, reliability and cost effectiveness. So the very important aspect, which is accounting automation, is the procedure of automating key financial and accounting operations with the help of softwares. It includes account reconciliation, changing financial and data, and creating accounting statements. With the advancement of artificial intelligence and the robotic process automation, that's RPA, in recent years, the capability of accounting softwares has expanded. With these technologies, business can record and track data, automate repetitive tasks like data entry, streamline editing, budgeting, invoice processing, etc. With accounting automation, the business can save their time and focus more on budgeting, investment planning, and improve their operational efficiency. So that's a very important, what you call, say, in teaching, as far as teaching learning concept is concerned, ICT is becoming a very significant what you call aid, as especially in the field of accounting. The use of ICT has brought in the entirely modern approaches in the art of teaching and learning. It is designed to facilitate the acquisition, absorption of knowledge, enhance educational system, improve policy formulation and execution, and create a wide range of opportunities for business. The ongoing development in digital and information technology demand that accounting educator or teacher must acquire necessary ICT skills and be able to impart knowledge on the learners if he still wants to be relevant in this information age. This revolution in ICT drastically affects methods of teaching and learning of accounting in this millennium. Further, there are various softwares. I mentioned a few one: Tally, Prime, MyBill Books. You have Profit Books. They have Zoho Books, MP Profit, QuickBooks, and management, invoicing, inventory management, and Khata Books. Let me mention one thing about Khata Books. The recent information which I acquired is Khata Books runs a leading ledger app in India with more than 10 million monthly active users. That's the beauty of the ICT. And so the Khata Book app helps micro, small, and medium enterprise track transaction and safely and efficiently. See, this is how ICT and accounting has got in a sort of interrelationship, or say there are correlation between these two. However, some risks are associated with this, such as complicated interface, slow training period. As somebody has mentioned, I think Professor Jairaj has mentioned this. Yes, complex data transfer. Business have also witnessed technical glitches and security issues by automating their accounting procedures. Of course, there are complicated interfaces also there. There are few vertical limitations, slow training period, technical glitches will always be there, as happened with one of our speakers. Yes, it is there. And complex data transfer and integration, as including when we're using software also like CRM and ERPs for data sharing, there are some vertical problems we will face. But despite all that, ICT has got its own role to play in this 21st century, where one cannot, as a Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University rightly mentioned, that we need to think out of the box. Yes, we cannot take, say, exception, or we cannot take, say, any excuses for that matter. I am not aware of it. You have to be multitasking in this era of 21st century. You need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very advanced to yourself, and you have to be a multitasking person. Now, security issues are there. Of course, every problem there is a solution. As you need not worry about it. If I use, how can there are a lot of apprehensions as far as Indians are concerned. We are a lot of apprehensions we have developed in our, but otherwise we are one of the best resources in the world. After I think we are third in the world as far as knowledge is concerned, as far as software development is concerned. So the whole credit goes to the Indian scientists who are into the computer side, which have developed in coordination with the other disciplines like accounting, commerce, management. So a lot of development has taken place for over last decade. With these few remarks, I'll invite the paper presenters and let us open this session for deliberations, and let us see how the people will present the paper, what are their thoughts about this ICT in the accounting field. Thank you very much, President Sivan sir and Secretary Professor Dhar, for giving this opportunity to share the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Ahmed, for your enlightening words. You have talked in a very few sentences. You have unfolded the real happenings which are going on all over the world in the digital era of accounting and taxation with the help of ICT and its latest developments. And you have also told about different newer applications which Generation Z, Generation Y people are using, the millennials are using, and with the help of which the accounting and taxation has got a new face and phase as well. So thank you so much, Professor Ahmed, for your very ably starting the technical session one by acting as the chair. So without wasting much time, I'll request Professor Ahmed, with the permission from our Honorable President, Dr. Paramasivan sir, to start the technical session one and invite the paper presenters.
That is much better, because it's already 7.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Badruddin Ahmed sir.
Sir, thank you so much.
Now I invite the paper presenter. The first presenter, Sudeep Malaikar. Sudeep Malaikar. If he is not available, yes, now I invite
Sudeep Malaikar, please
Sudeep
start your
Malaikar,
presentation.
Okay. Please
and with the permission from Dr. Paramasivan sir, let me tell all the paper presenters to confine your presentation better within 5 minutes, if not maximum to within 7 minutes, and only confine your presentation within objective, methodology, findings and conclusion. 5 minutes only.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good evening to all. Myself, Sudeep Malakar, Assistant Professor in Commerce, Prafulla Chandra College. I am here to present my paper on ethics in accounting, a conceptual overview. I would like to mention this paper has been prepared under the able guidance of my able supervisor, Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce, West Bengal State University, West Bengal, Kolkata. Now, coming to the introduction part. Ethics are the discipline dealing with moral duty and obligation. Professional accountant must follow the prescribed business laws, accounting standards, codes, etc. of accounting bodies around the world. Financial reports prepared by the professional accountants and auditors must consist reliable and transparent. My methodology is, this study is based on secondary data which includes information collected from extensive literature survey. Several national and international literature have been explored to collect relevant information. For the ease of understanding, the available literature has been surveyed and presented under two thematic classifications: literature on necessity and significance of ethical accounting, and accounting bodies around the world offer ethical studies. Now, literature on necessity of ethics in accounting. According to Schudiner and Klein, corporate accounting scandals continue to crowd news headlines, creating the public perception that unethical and illegal behaviors are the professional norm in accountancy. According to Laughlin, many academic institutions have been sluggish about remodeling and integrating ethics courses into their curriculum despite the growing need of ethics. Stephen Mintz has espoused in his book that accountants and auditors have obligation and duty of working in interest of public and stakeholders of the firm. Literature on accounting bodies around the world offer ethical studies. The International Ethics Standard Board of Accountants, IESBA, believes a single set of high-quality ethics standard enhances the quality and consistency of services provided by professional accountants, thus contributing to public trust and confidence in the accountancy profession. Some accounting bodies around the world, like ICAEW England, AICPA USA, ACCA, NZICA, etc., offered ethical studies. Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, ICAEW, provide public accounting degree ACA. There are several professional bodies of different countries connected with ICAEW offered equivalent degree. The professional bodies of different countries are 10 bodies are mentioned: the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Bangladesh, ICAB, the Canadian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, the direct program through Chartered Accountants Student Society, CAS, Cyprus, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI, direct program in Greece through PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC of Greece, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, ICAP, direct learning program in Gulf, direct learning program in Malaysia through Tuition of Sunway University College, direct full learning program in Mauritius, direct full learning program in Romania. Now, these are the percentage of studies related to ethics. Now, there are 5 categories where these studies has been offered. Now, coming to the conclusion, professional accountants work in complex situation. Accounting standard, code of conduct, rule, principle, etc. are to be followed by them. Presently, most of the accounting bodies around the world included ethical studies for their professional courses, but it is the duty of the accountant and auditor to implement it in the practical field. If the professional accountant and auditors implement their knowledge in ethics, they can protect the public trust on the financial reports of the business concerned. This will increase the capital formation and accelerate the economic development. Now, these are the bibliography, and thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sudeep Malaikar, for your nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
I invite the next paper presenter, Maheshwari.
Good evening to everyone.
Maheshwari, are you there?
Maheshwari, yeah, sir. I am Maheshwari, Assistant Professor of Commerce in JJ College of Arts and Science. Sorry, sir, I cannot ready any PPT. Please permit just overall presentation. I am going to study on impact of information technology on accounting practices. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in the terms of money. Accounting information system is a collection of interconnected subsystems that work together to collect, process, and store information, as well as distribute for planning, decision making and control. The use of computers, the information system can boost the efficiency of data collection, processing, storage, and distribution. What is accounting software? Software is now available for purchase online. It records and processes accounting transaction, is functional like accounts payable, accounts receivable, payroll, and trial balance. The influence of information technology in accounting. Accounting system and information technology have both advanced because accounting deals with business information. Any improvement in this area will benefit the entire, particularly the accounting department. And accounting software and the benefits of accounting software. Simplify accounts, save cost, transparency, accurate forecasting, productivity, complying with the tax law, maintain customer relationship, data security. Audit software. Auditor can now audit in a computerist because computers have been integrated into the accounting process. Computers technologies also provide digital audit trails for the auditor to use. Next one, word processing software. Accountant and other professionals use word processing software to work on financial and legal documents. Taxable data can also be edited, saved, and printed using this method. Next one, spreadsheet. Excel and SPSS are the two most popular spreadsheet program today. End of period financial statement for company could be exported to a spreadsheet and graphically presented to the board. Next one, graphics software. The software generated photo, graph, and chart from data input to aid in understanding of the subject. These terms commonly used in financial reporting. Next one, important security. Accounting security can be greatly enhanced with a proper computer program. Using a program accounting information can be encrypted in a way to prevent unauthorized use. Next one, internet. The POS system, that is point of sale, is commonly used by malls and department stores. Internet help in the payment of customer through real-time connection of the credit card to the respective bank. Use of barcode help in improving sale transaction time and automatically updating of their inventory records. Next one, efficiency. Next, speed. Speed is the hallmark of information technology. The utilization of multiple technologies result of faster transaction and result. Next one, accuracy and improved internal and external reporting. Next one, flexibility. Flexible technology is severally needed in accounting department. Final conclusion. Today's computerized accounting information system, business performance appears to be improving. Information technology advancement have resulted in more effective and efficient information flow. However, we must consider the possibility that like some accounting software, the system may be ineffective at times. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mageshwari madam.
Yeah.
The next paper presenter is Pavitra.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
With your permission, shall I share my PPT, sir?
Yeah, please.
Where am I?
My screen is visible, sir?
Not yet.
Just a minute, sir.
So after the Pavitra presentation, the next technical session 2 will start. It will be headed by Shailashri, Research Professor, Institute of Management and Commerce, Srinivas University, Mangalore. After the presentation of the Shailashri, the next paper presenters will ready for your presentation. So now your presentation, your PPT is okay. Pavitra,
Yes,
now you can present.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, one and all. Myself is Pavitra, full-time PhD research scholar under the guidance of Dr. B. Kannan, Assistant Professor and Research Supervisor, PG and Research Department of Commerce in Tandai Periyar Government Arts and Science College, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. My title is GST's Challenges and Opportunities in the Digital Indian Economy. Introduction. Goods and Service Tax is a proposed system that would, in accordance with the 101st Amendment to the Constitution, consolidate the vast majority of current levies under a single taxing framework. Taxes on exceeding production values on the federal level, GST encompasses central excise plus additional excise duty, service tax, countervailing tax, and custom duty. While on the state level, GST encompasses a sales tax, entertainment tax, octroi and entry tax, purchase tax, luxury tax, lottery, betting, and gambling tax. The goods and service tax, which is scheduled to go into effect in India in July 2017, would have a profound impact on the country's economy. Black money would be discouraged by the GST because of the plan to monitor company dealings via the digital GST network, that is GSTN, which is currently in the works. There will be a reduced tax rates overall since the burden of paying such rates will be spread out evenly across producer and service provider. A goods and service tax. The GST is a proposed unified tax on commercial transactions. Everyone in the production and distribution of a product or service will have to pay for it. When calculating the sales tax on businesses can take advantage of tax credit for money spent on purchasing goods and services known as the input tax. This procedure will be performed as many as aforementioned commodities in their original or modified form change hands. Next, digitalization. Information can be transmitted, processed, recorded, generated, and displayed electronically with the help of digital technology. Internet connected devices, electronic mail, short message service, SMS, application program services, and social media all are part of this category. In this document, digital is used to describe any technology that can be operated digitally regardless of its physical form. The effects of digitalizing taxation on taxpayers are substantial. This, according to EY 2017, taxpayer investigating the following areas: checking for preparedness, determining the direction of the business by keeping an eye on data needs, determining the reliability of the data by simplifying the data collection process, guaranteeing long-term viability and progress. Next, objective of my study: to comprehend the concept and framework of the Indian goods and service tax and digitalization. Next, to highlight the contribution of GST to sustainable economic development. Then, to focus the impact, challenges, and future prospects of GST in the Indian economy. Research methodology. This research paper is conceptual in nature. It analyzes the concept and framework of GST by drawing on existing works of written such as books, journals, magazines, etc. Additionally, it encompasses GST as the need of study dictated. We also took into the account some other factors. Next, data analysis. Gross goods and service tax receipts are shown here month by month during the current fiscal year. The following table compares the total amount of GST collected in each state in October 2022 to that of October 2021, broken down by the state. The overall GST collection has now exceeded the rupees 1.5 lakh crore barriers for the second time in the October 2022, making it in the second largest monthly collection after the collection in the April 2022. Only April 2022 will be beat October's amount collected from the domestic transaction. The monthly GST collections have been exceeded the 1.4 lakh crore mark for the 9th consecutive month and 8th consecutive months in a row. 8.3 crore e-way bills were produced in September 2022, a number that was much higher than the 7.7 crore produced in the August 2022. Next, opportunities. The goods and services. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Opportunities. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Opportunities are there is less of a domino effect from the taxes. Next, challenges. Robust IT network, extensive training to tax administration staff. Understanding GST intricacies is not easy. Next, suggestion, that is why important to streamline procedures, why a registered dealer buys from a non-registered dealer. They no longer have to pay the reverse fee. Next, conclusion. As far as the indirect tax reforms go, India's are among the biggest in the country's history. India has been using GST for roughly 5 years. It has consolidated the country's several indirect taxes into a single sales and use tax. Fewer taxes are collected, more commodities and services may be freely traded, etc. These benefits are very helpful to the country's long-term growth. And that's all from side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Pavitra, for your nice presentation. Now I invite Dr. Sailasri, Research Professor, Institute of Management and Commerce, Srinivas University, Mangalore, for share the technical session 2 and deliver a
Yes, sir. A very warm good evening, good afternoon, and good night to all gathered here virtually. This is Dr. Shailushri from Srinivas University, the professor. And first of all, I would like to thank all the officials of the Indian Academic Research Association, Trichinapalli, and Mr. Paul especially for bringing us into this forum and also giving me an opportunity to chair this session. Now, first of all, I would like to congratulate the entire organizers for picking up a very suitable theme, that is, and a very apt theme for the 21st century, that is the use of ICT technology in accounting and taxation. I do not have any PowerPoint slides or anything like that with respect to this presentation, sir. I would just, as a common person, this particular topic, how it has touched a common person, I would just cite 2 examples and the session will be open for presentations. Now, one example which I would like to share is usually as a salaried class earlier, this is 10 to 15 years back, as a salaried class, every 5th or 6th or 7th, your salary is credited. And usually what happens is you go to the bank and just see whether it is credited or not. And then you fill in your passbook and then come out and you are happy looking at your passbook. But in today's day, it's not needed for you to go to the bank or anything like that. At the instant the amount is credited, your SMS is there and there is an instant happiness to see your salary creditor or wherever the amount or whatever amount has to be credited to your bank account. And the second small example which I would like to share in terms of taxation is, again, July 31st, I think as a normal person who was paying the income tax, we had to stand in long queues and then file our returns. But today, again, in the click of the mouse, everything is automated, it is all digitalized, and the way of life has been changed. These are 2 very small instances, examples I have given, but tremendously the ICT has changed the lifestyle, and if it is used in a better manner, definitely it is a boon. And I'm not using any much of the technological terms, using these 2 examples, how the layperson or a common citizen has benefited with the ICT. I leave the forum open, and I once again thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity and sharing my 2 small thoughts on this particular issue. Thank you.
Thank you for your and a very effective message to the participants as well as the resource person regarding this accounting and taxation conference. Really, your words are very effective. Of course, your words are very effective and innovative. So really, which are very informative, upcoming researcher in the field of accounting and taxation. Thank you for your presentation, madam. Now I invite Tensi for paper presentation.
Greetings of the day to everyone. It is my great pleasure to being a participant of this great conference. So I would like to start my screen sharing. So today, so am I visible?
Yes.
Okay. So my paper presentation is about digital taxation. What are the impact? It has two phases. So the abstract of the study is taxation refers to the practice of a government collecting money from its public to meet many of the needs of our nation. So especially my study has been concentrated through 5 essential components of the digital transformation. So it is it's namely digitalization, analytics, and operations. So the first digitalization is about technological, and analytics it is about data science and process of people and culture. And third operation is about new ways of doing things. So the subcategories of these concentrated links are people, data, insights, actions, and the result, which we have already know. So the people are the consumers, employees, and clients, and the data is about digital records of first and evaluated result of all the 5 factors. The insight of the digital transformation is meaningful interpretation, that is from the data. The data we use to interpretation, that is the insight process of a digital transformation. And fourth one is the action. That is, it is derived from the action of insights, that is changes in behaviors, decisions, and strategies. So the final one is result, which is called return on investment or the impact of all the utilities, that is from people, data, insight, and actions. So, categories, that is one is digital business impact and another one is digital innovations. So digital business impact has digital taxation effectiveness and digital tax administration, tax technology, and tax big data. So the first digital business impact has 3 dimensions, that is called tax policies and BEP's action 1, 3D printing and Internet of Things. Since we know we all are very familiar with the computer accessing technologies today. So Internet of Things is provide many knowledge an open accessing platform for all the digital taxation persons, especially the assessees. And the second one is digital tax administration, that is DTA. It is regulated as per the IT Act of India, that is 2000, that is cyber and digital laws, which is allowed and prescribed as per digital laws and from the cyber laws. And second one is blockchain, since we know it is unconnected and infinitive connected of blockchains. And third one is industry convergence. And third one is tax technology, which is very relevant to the topic. So it has 2 technical configuration. First one is robotic process automations, which is not, it is very beginning stage of India, but many foreign countries are follow since the dates. And second one is AI, that is artificial intelligence machine learnings. So since it is a computer e-filings and e-regulatories, many of the e-data are following the AI mechanisms. And third one is cloud and content management, how the content has been managed throughout cloud data and how it is comprised all the parties assessees data. The next one is tax big data. It has data analytics and enterprise information system. And next one is how digital tax planning help the tax buyers. So, and what is the extent of corporations and individuals had the mindset about the digital taxation, especially through the India. The next one is the objectives of the study is, the main objective is to study the digital taxation transformation changes of sample respondents and the analysis relationship between manual and digital taxation. Is there any variations? Why most of the persons are not preferring digital taxation and why they have go with the manual taxation payment system? And third one is to analyze the factors. What are the factors influencing the digital taxation schemes? And fourth one is to, since it is a mandatory things to provide findings and session to the study. So the research methodology, the data collections have been made throughout online questionnaires, and also I had used secondary data. So that is from the common newspapers and journals and booklets and the circulars. And the surveys has been collected from the bank employees and teachers, government employees, business persons. So what are why they are not so aware of creating digital taxation system? And the framework is the framework of analysis is content, percentage analysis, Garrett ranking, and ANOVA, one-way ANOVA, and chi-square test, and and some of the tools, statistical tools has been made. And the limitation is it is only about 127 respondents because of the time constraints. The study is so limited. So these all are the interpretations. And from the government sectors, it is 54.33, that's cumulative percentage is 79.6, and semi-government is 74.3, and the private sector is 21.25, which is covered 100% of the respondents. So this is the type of respondents with the frequency. And the module, the
please conclude.
Okay, yes. So the summary of the findings, I would like to give the summary of the findings. So half of the person is not aware of the digital taxation things. So the recommendations of the author has been given. The awareness may be created among the salaried persons regarding filing of digital taxation transformation is mandatory. So the assessee may choose to motivate the digital payments. The institutions offering tax and saving schemes, such as post office, mutual funds, and tax consultants, if they're preferring the digital taxation methods, the others can also get aware. The special meetings can be arranged for the digital taxation schemes to the public, and the mass media also can create a taxation awareness to the public. So that is about the conclusion of my study, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Rensi Mary, for your nice presentation. Next, I invite Anindita Saha.
Yes, sir. Sir, can I present my screen? Share my screen?
Yeah. Please.
Okay, sir. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, all respected delegates. I am Anindita Saha. Today, my topic is Stakeholders' Perception on CSR Practices in Banking Sector, a Systematic Literature Review Approach. And I have prepared this presentation under the supervision of my guide, Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce, West Bengal State University. Now, in introduction, the social responsibility of business refers to what a business does over and above the constitutional obligation for the advantage of the society. And the word responsibility highlights that the business has some ethical commitments towards the society. So CSR, also known as Sustainable Responsible Business or Corporate Social Performance, is a form of corporate self-regulation incorporated into a business model. So industrial development and commercialization of service sector have discovered intense avenues of growth to a nation, but at the causal side, it has rooted the use of non-renewable energy sources, global warming, greenhouse gas emission, and rising level of waste, which have dangerous effect to the generation coming next. So the growing concern for maintainable development, environmental performance, encompassing pollution control and management of natural resources has given mass credit to the concept of corporate social responsibility. Now, the object of my study is to make a detailed review of the available literature to have an overview of CSR in banking sector. So in methodology, the study has been carried out completely by the use of secondary data, and different accessible literature, both national and international, have been explored, keeping the perspective in mind, and such results have been classified and presented in accordance with the objective of the study. Now, under the study and analysis of available literature, as per Davies, who describes CSR as firms' consideration and response to different issues which may rest beyond the narrower territories of economic, technical, and legal requirement of the firm. As per World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they explain CSR as the commitment of business to contribute towards sustainable economic development, working with employees, their families, and the local communities. As per Friedman, there is one and only one social responsibility of business to use its resources and engage in activities designed to increase its profit so long as it stays within the rules of the game, which is to say that engage in open and free competition without deception or fraud. Now, the whole literature review is being subdivided into 5 thematic subdivisions. The first one, CSR and CSR reporting or disclosure practices. Second one, CSR and financial performance. Third one, CSR and bank performance. Fourth one, CSR and customer loyalties. And fifth one, CSR and bank risk. Now, under the first segment, according to Diana Thompson and Amita Jain, they opined that CSR now cuts across all facets of business. It means doing business in a way that not only meets profit imperatives, but also fulfills community expectations for socially and environmentally.
Only deal with the summaries. Don't read out all the things because constant of time.
Okay, sir. Now, as per the second segment, that is CSR and financial performance, according to Abdul Qayyum Masood and Mohammad Sarif Hussain, according to their opinion, their study revealed that 100% banks reported their CSR activities, but it is also a matter of concern that less than 60% banks participated in prescribed CSR areas according to Finance Act. Under third segment, which is CSR regarding bank performance, as per Arup Mukherjee, the government of India as well as RBI will show its political willpower to deploy its resources towards promotion for financial inclusion. The model also assumes that the RBI along with the commercial bank would understand that their viability and profitability will be sustainable for a longer period of time only when there is total financial inclusion. Next segment, that is CSR on banks' customers' loyalty, and as per Muhammad Masum Iqbal and Shah Alam Kabir Pramanik, it was revealed that the constructs have significant impact on customers' loyalty, and the study also revealed that customer-centric has the greatest effect on customers' loyalty, which ethics is the least influencing factor on loyalty in context of financial institutions in Bangladesh. And the last segment, that is CSR and bank risk, and as per One Noor Hazlina, One Juso, and Uzaima Ibrahim, they found that there are significant issues that need to be addressed in order to ensure the efficiency of Islamic banks' CSR application, especially regarding corporate social responsibility disclosure, CSR department, and CSR fund. So in conclusion, the economic performance of a bank has direct and indirect impacts on all of its stakeholders, including its employees, local government, customers, supplier, and the communities in which the bank operates. So in this context, the corporate social responsibility is getting more attention. It refers to the management's obligation to make choices and take actions that will contribute to the welfare and interest of society as well as those of the bank. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your presentation. Next, I invite Suchitna Deni. Please.
Sir, is my PPT visible?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Namaste and very good evening to everybody present today. I am Dr. Socioeconomic and under the supervision of Professor Dr. Pranamdhar, I'm going to present the paper, Critical Analysis for the Causes of Customer Perception Towards Buying of Ayurvedic Products in Kolkata. Thank you so much, IARA and Srinivas University, Mangalore, Karnataka, for allowing me today to present the paper. Well, as we know that India is an emerging market today if we talk about the Ayurvedic market. And Ayurveda has been developing very much at a very high growth rate currently in India. If you go with the CAGR report, it is going around 18 to 25%. And it is there in the market as the traditional system. Ayurveda is officially recognized in India. The study was done, it was 8,000 crore rupees market. Now it has become 5.5 billion market in 2021. And it is said that the market would become 1,527 billion in the year 2027. India currently contributes to less than 1% of the Ayurvedic market, and India exports also a lot of Ayurvedic medicine in USA, Japan, Vietnam, and many others. If we talk about Ayurvedic treatment in India, Kerala, Uttarakhand, Goa, Udaipur, the southern India, the northern India are also coming up with it. Now my study is done on the preference of these customers, basically in Kolkata. West Bengal is a state you must be knowing. And here the popular brands which are working are Bengal Chemicals, Musibel, Allen, India Limited, KR and many others. My journey was basically to find how this Ayurvedic product is creating a deep impact on the customers and how it is taking the market. Well, I have done literature reviews on the efficacy of Ayurvedic products, awareness of consumers of Ayurvedic products, promotion of Ayurvedic products and availability in retail and supermarket and various others. And a lot of articles, books, research papers I have gone through over the years. Now my objective was to basically to understand that there was no specific study done in India which tried to answer the question relating to the causes of customer perception towards buying of Ayurvedic products in Kolkata, because my study was done in Kolkata district. And my objective was to find the preference of the customers towards Ayurvedic products, to assess the preferential behavior, to know the sales and the effect of price that is encountered by the customer, and to study the customer understanding related to the delivery and brand of the Ayurvedic products. I used basically open-ended questionnaires, primary data, secondary data, but what I wanted to do is that I wanted to go for conjoint analysis. My sampling was convenience sampling, then I moved to stratified sampling, then judgmental sampling, and then multi-stage sampling. This study was done after I did a study on the perception of the customers, where I dealt with a lot of factors. I ran factor analysis, where I took in a lot of factors like availability, treatment, easy access, motivation, variety, popularity, availability. I was as a researcher not convinced. And then with the guidance of our sir, it was like a preference study was done and conjoint analysis was used. Basically, I took in 30 respondents while I was dealing with it, and there were certain parameters that were created with these, and an in-depth interview with them was done. And finally, an orthogonal model was designed. Now, these parameters were the type of the products which the customers want to use, that is, whether it's a daily necessity, medicine, or beauty products. Then it was like the after sales. Are you convinced? Yes or no? The price of the product, Ayurvedic product, mattered. There were certain factors in it. Then the next parameter was the period of delivery, prompt, very slow, and type of brand was also included, that is popular, cost-effective, rare, and local. It was found that some factors influenced the customers. Therefore, after making this orthogonal design, there was this orthogonal data design that was being put in, and all these data were being fed using SPSS software. Now, while we were based on these parameters, there were 38 combinations that were found. And due to the fact that while this research was taking place, it was during the pandemic, so physical qualitative survey, only 30 respondents was done. An in-depth interview with them were done, and a final design on orthogonal data, a design model fit was made. Now, what was found is that this formula was run, and it was found that these parameters which I was talking about, which of them impacted the customers. Now, according to the customer preference study, the type of the product became a very important factor. While these customers, when I was trying to understand the customer psyche, then was the period of delivery, which was very prompt and slow. The next was the after-sales service. Then was the brand. That is which brand the customer preferred. That is popular, cost-effective, and local in nature. The price came as a
excuse me,
factor.
please conclude.
Yes, sir. So that is what I would like to say. My recommendation after doing the study was that it is the time for the society to treat the patients on symptoms only, but a deeper study on human physiology is possible through Ayurveda. This science can treat the patient and remove any disease from the root. Human intelligence makes confusion. That is why it is called intelligence of ignorance. The motive is to find human functional recognition of its existence, which is minuscule. The objective is to have a human behavior which is super alert in recognizing the cause and the customer perception of the Ayurvedic product. Well, this research could be taken further and lot more study could be done. The purpose of this research was accomplished by adding to an already existing knowledge and exploring new avenues regarding the behavior and psychology of the consumer about how they perceive Ayurvedic products. The study defined the way in which its results were related to the literature, the pre-existing theories, and the research questions were well met through the exploratory and the comprehensive.
Very good presentation. Leave it. Due to time constraint, leave it, please.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you so much. Very
That
good
would be all,
presentation.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite Dr. Sanjay Sindhi. He is our own resource person. He is the state president of Gujarat state, and also he is working in the Sri ALJ Patel and Sri DJ Patel Arts and Commerce College, Paruj, Gujarat. Now I invite Dr. Sanjay Shinde to deliver a personal address in the technical session 3. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Fine. Namaskar, respected all who are sitting on this digital platform, my friends of the research zone, and enthusiastic paper presenter. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my view on this lovely Sunday evening in the International Conference on Accounting and Taxation in Digital and ICT Era, which was jointly organized by IARA and Srinivas University. Now, the digital economy is a collective image of major innovations, the inventions of digital technology into production and social life. The largest innovation in the digital economy are the formation of artificial intelligence and robotics, cryptocurrencies, smart factory, smart city, smart things, blockchain, and etc. There are some positive elements of the development of digital technologies for the accounting environment are increasing of transparency's level of information, the accuracy of its tracking, permanent registry, reduction of processing cost of mega data, increasing of the public confidence level in the result of the audit. As a negative and weakly predicted moments, we cannot a complex digitalization technology, unpredictable regulatory and social consequences. Now, the need to develop new standards, the formation of new forms of trust and control on a reciprocal basis. Yet, the events between then and now, including the COVID-19 pandemic, have instead shown that accountants, like other professions, need to worry much more about adoption than replacement. There is no question that digital transformation has radically changed the playing field. Big data has become a rich resource that needs to be tapped to compete effectively. But our business ready to leverage the potential of digital tools. This shift is an opportunity, not a threat. Thank you very much. Now, this session is open for paper presentation. Thank you very
But
much.
before that, thank you so much, Dr. Shinde. And you are from Gujarat.
Yes,
and
sir.
Gujarat is known as technology hub.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And another thing I would like to add before that, these are also certain professional practices, but you have added certain new things, opened
Yes,
up
sir.
certain new issues in the field of contribution of ICT in the accounting and taxation.
Taxes.
But with that, we must add your professional approach. A conference should be like this. I'm seeing you are very, very junior to me. So you are very beloved to me as well.
Thank you, sir.
I'm seeing you since the beginning, since 4:45 p.m. You are well dressed with a very good dressing sense, and that really matters. Professional attitude matters while dealing with the ICT, accounting, taxation, and the related business issues. Because when my approach is professional, this matters to all the stakeholders. This is also another thing to be learned from
Yes, sir. Yes,
Dr. Shinde.
yes.
So
Yes.
I really meant it seriously that along with the dissemination of knowledge, professional
Sir, 1
attitude
minute.
and timely performance is very much needed. Sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, 1 minute. Can I
Yes.
take 1 minute?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
Sir, my job is at Bharuch, Gujarat, but I am coming from Surat. This is a known as smart city.
Exactly.
So I really
Exactly.
feel proud and really feel proud friends like you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your well said, well timing, and well said sentences. And you are very technically able personality. We have the pleasure to have you at this August gathering as the honorable chairperson of this technical session 3. Now it's over to you. It's your playground. You can invite the paper presenters. I could see Ayan Basu. He is my beloved scholar. But I don't know, this is about 7:55, whether he was taking water or something else on the lighter note. So you can ask Sayan for his presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, paper presenters, please understand the time constraints, and you may take very few minutes for your presentation. It may be 3 minutes, which will be enough for your presentation.
Sayan, only methodology and findings.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I have the permission to present, sir? Present my screen?
Please.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Very much. Please carry on. Very much. Please carry on.
A very good evening to all my respected teachers and my fellow colleagues present here. Myself, Shayan Basu, and I'm here to present my paper titled Socioeconomic Impact of Vivekananda Setu, Kolkata, West Bengal, and Exploratory Factor Analysis. This is basically a part of my research work, which is including 4 eminent bridges of Kolkata. And my total doctoral research work is done under the able supervision of Dr. Pranam Dhar, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce, West Bengal State University. Starting with my introduction, as we know, infrastructures, according to traditional economists, is at the heart of the economy. Empirical data clearly reveals that whenever investors getting option to invest in countries with more developed infrastructures, they always do it. So as because building infrastructure is always a capital intensive process with huge initial cost and low operating cost. And many governments is admitting already that infrastructure is the largest source of financing, and it is already supported by the various finance markets with cash or guarantees. But unfortunately, this support is no longer sustainable at this present time due to various deficits and sovereign debt levels in various developed countries. Moving to the overview of Vivekananda Setu, as because this is an international conference, I am just giving the overview of it within 2 or 3 lines. Vivekananda Setu is popularly known as Bali Bridge in Kolkata, and it is one of the Hugli's many bridges. It is basically connecting Howrah's Bali neighborhood to Dakshineshwar, Kolkata's twin city. And this bridge was completed on December 12, 1930 and opened on December 28, 1930. The famous Dakshineshwar temple is located near this Bali bridge on the banks of the Hugli river. The bridge is one of the 4 connecting Howrah and Kolkata, and it is one of the second oldest. The bridge is approximately 90 years old and still standing tall. For my research work, I had surveyed more than 50 national and international journals, articles, books, bulletins, related reports, and my literature reviews are shown here thematically as well as chronologically. The first theme, as I'm showing here, literatures on ownership and financing of infrastructures by the government. Chronologically, it is 1995 to 2004. The second theme is literatures on public-private partnership of infrastructures. That is chronologically within the era of 2005
Go
to
to methodology
2014.
and findings. Skip it. Go to methodology and findings.
Now, coming to my objectives. My first objective is to highlight the social as well as sociological impact of the Vivekananda Setu, and secondly, to focus on the economic impact of the select infrastructure project. This is my research methodology. I had taken the data from both the primary and secondary way, but more stress was given on primarily collected data. Second is method of sampling. Step 1, we had done a pilot survey with 30 respondents to gather a basic knowledge about the perception regarding the selected bridges. Then in step 2, on the factors identified, a structured questionnaire in 5-point Likert scale was prepared to conduct the market survey among 130 respondents. The bridge was totally chosen on the judgmental sampling basis, and respondents were chosen on judgmental and convenient sampling basis due to time, labor, and financial constraints. My questionnaire has 3 sections. Section A will be dealing with demographic information. Section B will be dealing with a residential profile of the respondents, and section C will be dealing with research-based questions. My tools for analysis. For the convenience of analysis, the total analysis is divided into 3 subsections. Section A will be analyzing 12 residential profile questions and 21 research-specific variables.
Please conclude.
By using frequency distribution and frequency tables. As because there is time constraint, I am
because of time constraints,
empirical data analysis. My empirical data analysis is divided into 4 stages. That is data screening, analysis relating to the demographic profile of the respondents, analysis relating to the residential profile of the respondents, and lastly, exploratory factor analysis. My data screening is divided into 4 parts: accuracy, reliability, validity, and normality. I'm skipping section B and section C and directly going to exploratory factor analysis. My exploratory factor analysis started with KMO and Bartlett's test, and this value of KMO is 0.740, which is much higher than 0.5, and that indicates the sample is very much adequate for carrying out factor analysis. On the other hand, the control of sphericity, that is Bartlett's sign, that is less than 0.001, which proves that exploratory factor analysis can be easily carried out. Now, here, in this chart, it is shown the total variance explained. So, in order to carry out PCA, that is principal component analysis, and to identify the factors which have 21 variables and extracted into 5 exploratory factors, which explain 65.316% of the total variance. This is the rotated component matrix. And as per the results of the factors as per EFA, from the exploratory factor analysis, it can be concluded that decision-making in relation to the socioeconomic impact of the Vivekananda Setu depends on these 5 factors with the linear equations. The first among the 5 factors, the first
no
one
need to explain. Very good presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Coming to the conclusion, and thank you so much, sir, providing me the chance to present my paper in this prestigious platform. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you. Due to time constraints, we have to end. So next presentation is Priyo Das.
Just one line, sir. Actually, Shayan has done 4 theses together. These may be called 4 theses together in 1 thesis. So time is a very constraint for us. Thank you, Shayan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's all due to you, sir. It's all due to you.
Thank you. Priyodas, please start presenting. You are muted. Don't use earphone. Your earphone is creating problems. Say directly from mobile.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remove your earphone. Say directly. Sir, you please call the next presenter. This time, let him become ready. Darpan, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Please present. Priyo, stop sharing. Let Darpan share because you are not audible.
Sir, he is audible, sir.
I cannot hear Priyodas. Are you able to hear?
Sir, he is
Sir,
audible
it
very
is
much.
audible, sir.
He is audible.
Okay, I am not able to hear him.
You proceed, please.
Yep. Please give your conclusion. Please conclude.
I'm not able to hear anything. Anyway, please conclude.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Priyadas. Next, Darban. Next person is Darban.
Sir, is it visible?
Please start. No time. It is visible. Carry on.
Okay, sir. Sir, myself, Darpan Bhattacharya, research scholar of Sikkim University, Shantiniketan, and I am doing my research work under eminent Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar. My topic is succession planning and its effect on job satisfaction of police teachers of government and government-aided colleges. This study is based on literature review. Succession planning is the key to help organizations for managing their talented workforce. Development throughout the organization depends on available talent at various levels in an organization. In today's competitive business scenario, succession planning plays a pivotal role for establishing connection between the organizational plan with tight talent market. It ensures smooth functioning of an organization by transferring leadership roles at the time of retirement, death, moving on to cater new assignments of an efficient leader. The keywords are succession planning, job satisfaction, and higher education institutions. The objective of my study are to understand the best practices of succession planning, to study and understand the existing succession planning process in select colleges, and to study the impact of succession planning on teachers' job satisfaction and motivation at select higher education institutions. These are the review of literatures. There are some research problems. There are a large number of studies in this field which are basically qualitative in nature. These studies have drawn certain normative conclusions without being backed by any quantitative results. Specific measures of the real impact of succession planning on higher education sectors are less examined. Due to this inadequacy, the proposed research work focuses on study of impact of succession planning on job satisfaction at an individual level basis. Most higher education institutions face the challenge of identification of right successor. The scope of my study is there is a limited body of research available. Most of the studies have concentrated on investigating the impact of succession planning for the chief executive officer. My conclusion is, despite the growing interest of research done with leadership succession since the late 50s, a very little research is available to the higher education institutions. Moreover, employees are the main resource of any organization. So from the study, it has been observed that there is a considerable scope to study further for the effective implementation of succession planning to recognize and retain talent and map job satisfaction of the teachers serving in higher education institutions in the district of Paschim Bardhaman, West Bengal. These are the reference and bibliography. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation. Now I invite the technical session 4 chairperson, Dr. Amit Mensch, Associate Professor, Institute of Management and Commerce, Srinivas University, Mangalore, to chair the technical session 4.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share a technical session. So as most of you have spoken about ICT and the technology aspect, technology has been a revolution throughout any field. So especially I was a banker, so banking, it has been very, very important. So I do not want to further go up because it's quite late. I agree there are people presenting. So I would like to hear from the people more about it. But technology is one that has changed the face of any sector, whether it can be accounting or taxation. So let us move straight away for presentation. Thank you for inviting.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amit Mensch, because you have rightly said that apart from accounting, taxation, ICT, the two pillars were left to discuss. I was going to sum up at the end, but you have talked rightly about banking. Another pillar is insurance. in these two fields also ICT has entered very aggressively, and definitely these are also very much related with accounting and taxation. So thank you so much for opening up our eyes, and it's over to you for the fourth technical session, and it's over to you to invite the research scholars one by one. Next I think
thank you, sir. Yeah.
It's over to Dr.
The next paper person is Taslina.
Yes, sir. Can I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Okay. Good evening to one and all present. Myself, Taslina. I'm a research scholar of Avinashalingam Institute of Higher Education for Women, Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore. And my research article topic is Factors Influencing Behavioral Intention to the Usage of SBI YONO app. And we all know that as of this digital banking concept and due to COVID-19, as well as the emergence of different types of mobile apps, increase the utilization of digital banking or internet banking. And regarding SBI YONO, YONO is an integrated mobile banking platform introduced by SBI. And my studies regarding that and my objectives are to assess the various factors influencing the behavioral intention to the usage and what are the effects of those factors towards the SBI usage of SBI YONO app. Data collected from both primary and secondary sources, and about 126 responses were received. And the analysis tools I took were percentage analysis.
Delegates present today. As Pradhan is going to present a paper on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. As we all know that Bitcoin and interesting values, and the concept has been creations of the research gaps and objectives of the study. It is clearly seen from the literature review that although there are lots of international and national level studies made on the growth and importance of uses of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, but there's a depth of pinpointed study on the users' perceptions and the uses of cryptocurrency and bitcoins in India, and more particularly in West Bengal, pinpointedly in the district of North 24 Parganas where we reside. Therefore, we have undergone this particular study. Objectives of our study is to have an overview of the cryptocurrencies and bitcoins in India, to identify the related regulations for the use methodology, questionnaire.
I request the office